Alright, I don't know. The message is probably cringe. Wait, do I post now? Live, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just know my girlfriend's watching you now. Maybe she's not, honestly. If she is, she better type in the fucking chat, though. Everyone studying. Plus viewer and review. Done. Play. Let's go. Send now. I'm gonna eat my Coke. Eat Coke Zero, drink Coke Zero. What's up, Get Wrecked? I got like 0 delay right now, so I can actually what's it called? I can actually talk to you guys. Oops, yikes. Mood bewildered. I'm quite bewildered right now. I don't know about you guys. I missed what happened. Nothing. It was just nothing happened. It was just like some funny shit on stream. I gave like one of the regs a nickname, and people thought it was funny. I'm kind of like the funniest guy ever. Like, yeah, it was quite funny. And then there was like basically, yeah, I can't explain it. You had to be there. It's one of those you had to be there. Like, you know. Sorry, but it's your fault for not watching me at every waking moment. Okay, let's see if we can get some hands going. What about this one? Honestly, why not? Let's look at this one, guys. Some good old BVV. What is this? What is this? Get the fuck off my screen, Oprah. So, guys, just a default BVB. I just want to know if I bet turn. Alright. Because, yeah, I feel like this result is going to happen super often, so I figured maybe we just bet turn. Bad ace-x suit, probably decent to bet turn. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So, let's see. You guys want to see my sizes? If you're curious, this is what I run. And then river I recommend running too. Yep, so that's what I run. Bro, wait, are you already up to 400 now? I don't even understand. Or are you kind of like low-key shot taking it? Because you were at like 25. I guess time flies, right? But bro, you're kind of like just committed as fuck though, so keep going. Like, sometimes when you're in the grind, you can't see the progress you're making, but from an outsider and like catching up with you, man, like your progress seems to be really insane, so keep it going. Yeah, so I knew we ran B50, and yeah, flop is pure betting. So we find it. What do you guys think on turn? What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Obviously raising a good amount. In practice, not happening. I could no luck, but like, come on, like, who cares? Makes turn bet probably slightly better, right? Obviously. Oh, I see. Yeah. To be honest, bro, like, this still counts, though. But yeah, like, that's always going to be how you run up low stakes bankroll. It's so hard to do it online nowadays. Like, it's definitely good, but, like, poker, like, it feels like you kind of need things to break your way sometimes. Especially when you're trying to grow your roll. Because, like, obviously, if you're trying to get really rich, those jackpots don't really help that much now. When you're starting out, though, like, those, like, big scores and stuff like that, that random bounces that go your way could really help build the roll. Because it's a lot, you know. So, anyway, good for you, though. Come on. Yeah, so it is pure betting everything. I figured you wrote the Ace of Diamonds. Actually, Ace of Diamonds gets the most EV from betting. You guys look. It's quite odd. Yeah, I played Venom too, but busted day 1A. Saw it. You sunned me though, so whatever. Okay. Yeah, my logic was like these hands are quite kind of folding. Why is AD better though? Like, do we know? Like, I'm actually quite curious because AD is clearly better, good amount. Obviously, everything bets, but it's like clearly a better card here. I would have thought the opposite. I think it's just due to pot share. Like, even though you're dominating these hands, I guess maybe you just prefer they don't exist. Like, could it be? It's probably just that because the value bet's not big enough, right, chat? The value bet's bigger, then you like care more that you're dominating. But if the value bet's small, you'd probably just rather have the pot. Yeah, but Sod, if you have a 4, you would think it's good. Like, I know that, bro. Come on. What are we talking about? This ain't amateur hour, Sod. I'm saying you have a 4. Obviously, that's the reason why, but normally, intuitively, you want to unblock the calls if you aren't dominating around that suit. But I think it's just due to says the bet. I mean, you're actually just not right. You're obviously right, still, which is funny, but because obviously that's the reason. But you're still right, so I'm not gonna cook you because obviously it's higher EV and like that's what the Ace of Diamonds does. But it's a little unintuitive, right? Normally, you would think you would want to like if you're merging, you would want to get called by worse, right? It could also have to do with river bluff EV. Sometimes there is like a delayed thing. There is a way to check this. I got good at checking it, but I'm kind of forgot how to do it. The Ace of Spades actually is the best card for some reason. So, oh, in my example, the Ace of Clubs would be the best. Unblock backdoor flush of floats. No, I know. Here's the thing, guys. I know what the blocker does. That's why I'm confused. You know what I mean? Like, if it was that simple, like, you know. But normally it goes against what I know. Like, normally that means you get called by worse hands. And that you dominate, and that are not donk shoving the river as a bluff. So you would just think you're going to win a lot in the check line, and 20 bigs to get called by a worse hand is pretty good. So there must be something I'm missing here. Because when you have the 4, right, if they float and the river comes in Ace of Hearts, you just kill them. Like on 2 cards, you're stacking that range. And like, yeah. But I think it has something to do with the value bet not being big. Because normally, I'm sure this heuristic flips if you're betting big, because then like then you actually care that you're just getting in better. But when the bet's small, you just rather win the pot, I guess. So it's kind of like some merge thing. Could it have something to do with offsuit as well? Like, not enough. There's not enough offsuit hands for this to be the reason. It also could sometimes have to do with bluffs. Like you're getting bluffed more, and this hand has to fold to a bluff. So, but that's kind of like that's two blockers in the row. Wait, so what's the question? There's no question. I'm just curious why this hand was higher EV. Like why the betting EV is higher than these things, but don't matter. Also, sometimes it's the absent of the card. But yeah, it don't matter. I'm kind of just yapping. Because you would even think like having the Ace of Hearts would be nice because you block Ace Jack. Yeah, whatever. Don't matter. Solver's just wrong. Lol. I just wanted to know if turn's a bet, and it is obviously. But I'm quite curious. Like, do we turn into a bluff? Okay, let's get rid of fucking leads, eh? Honestly, like you could low-key play leads here, so let's keep it. No, I wonder if you could get any. Come on, I didn't want to click that. I wonder if you could get any river that's a bluff. No. I don't think so. If it's not that, I don't know what it's going to be, guys. Yeah, it's just never bluffing any river. I guess it's just always going to have checking EV, right? Anyway, good to know. We could go into another hand. Okay, what's another one? I guess, okay, you know what? One last try. We can do this. See if they're done with. I don't think so, though. Okay, we got it. We got it a little bit. No, guys, I know. I know what it is. I think, like, when I find a reason with the sim, I just want to know the exact reason. I don't want to know, like, the assumption. I want to see if I can find the exact reason. Obviously, it doesn't matter for win rate, but I'm just curious person. Do you only study specific spots? I try to study everything that could help. But I do find like I do improve the most when I study deep dive. Like when I do a deep dive on one hand, I feel like I just play other notes better. Because when you understand one spot better, you're forced to actually think about the game. But if you study like everything, you're kind of you might accidentally just becoming like a memory player, which is just not as applicable. But I think when you first start playing, you should just you don't even know how to go deep into a spot, so you should just probably like. And also sometimes if my brain's not that like if I'm tired and sleep well, then I'll just go for more of a mass review if I'm burnt out as well, because I don't want to sit there and just stare at the sim for hours. Wait, why does BB barrel Ace 4 on the turn with Ace 4? Because your opponent calls worse, and I think the checking is bad. It's kind of like a common heuristic you see. I think it's something to do with the merge. It's the merge aspect of having ace-4 here. You can fold out these pocket pairs that you beat, but you can also still get called by worse hands. Like ace-queen and these. So yeah. But it doesn't become a bluff on the river because it's usually going to have one or two bigs of checking EV, but it's kind of played on like a bluff on the turn. In a weird way. That's how I would describe it. I think it's benefiting more from the fold equity than... Yeah. That's why I was slightly confused by the AD, though. But sometimes you just want the raw equity to know. Like, sometimes you just want it. Because I figured, like if you have these 4, you have the 4, you would want your opponent to be able to call these hands. Like, I figured, like, that was a win for you. But I guess it's, like, sometimes it goes to show, like, it's not even a win. Like, against what I know, like, I would think these calls would be a win when you dominate them, right? But, yeah. I wonder, like, just hypothetically, guys, if we just, like, run b75, I wonder if ace-4 is still everything bets. Okay, let's see. Is it true? Okay, now it's even more of a difference. So, yeah, this goes against everything I know. Well, not everything I know, but... I think it also has to do with something with the absence, because you look at the ace of spades, it's actually just really doesn't like the heart or the club. But that just has to do with equity or no. Because I guess you just like unblocking these folds. So yeah, I guess you just like cleaning up the pot. But I thought it would be kind of nice to have, like, sometimes I like to think in the way like I would want to unblock the calls. But anyway, let's go to another hand. Any questions about the hand before we move on? I'll go back to 50. It is tough. It's tough to remember that in game though, because like normally you're thinking more logically, like unblock calls and that I'm ahead of, and I can merge. When you're merging, right? That's usually what you're thinking of. But there, I guess you're just it's hard to have the mindset with like a paired hand that you like want to unblock a hand that you're ahead of. You want to fold out a hand you're ahead of in position. It seems pretty rare. So definitely tough to find that blocker heuristic later on. Like I don't know if I'm gonna be able to ever find that like without accidentally messing up. Because I remember this, it's not gonna get me anywhere. That's why I wanted to like see if I could learn something that I could actually like apply in another hand, which I don't think I can here. Like, obviously, we know why these hands don't bet, right, chat? It's pretty obvious. By the way, if you guys have any hand reviews, put them in my Discord. I'm going to be reviewing every single hand you guys have reviewed. So if you have a hand from one of your sessions, it could be a funny hand. It could be a crazy hand. It could be like you want to, maybe you don't even have wizard. You want me to run the fucking hand for you. I'll fucking just run the hand for you. Yeah, all in my Discord. If you don't have access to my Discord, which I think most of you do, you can just type !Discord and I'll add you. So yeah. Anyway, let's move to another hand. Oh, I just wanted to see here how opponent... Can you go away? No one likes you. I just wanted to see if opponent's flop mistake was bad. Also, I wonder if how much I'm raising flop here. Because obviously the runout's going to favor the button, so maybe I'm just overdoing it by raising too much. But I feel like when he sizes this big, that it's kind of hard to like have a calling rate, like enough of a calling range here. So we're going to take... Bro. I'm trying to get rid of my cursor here. What is it, like this? Yeah. So it's 75, so he found it, right? Let's see. Well, shit, the boys just texted and to hop on some rebirth discipline. Fail, leaving study for video games, but we don't get to play. No, man. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Have fun with your friends, bro. As long as it's not, like, the hard part, honestly, the worst thing in life is, like, when you're doing by yourself. It's like, if you're not drinking, bro, just have fun with your friends, honestly. Okay, so he does play 76, 75. And don't feel guilty about it either, bro. Yeah, it does bet. Well played him. 8-7 doesn't. It kind of makes sense that when he bets, but I'm curious about my line. Okay. Yes, you do call a lot. You don't jam too often. And I was kind of right to not jam too much of the stronger ace-x hands. It's interesting you don't like the 10. This obviously just relies on some like counter game going on. Mixing a lot of stuff, yeah, jamming in this region. it's eights are like jammer fold. It's kind of funny. Makes sense. So you jam like the pocket pairs with the spade. What is 9th jam? Double bad. Yeah, 9th jam's double bad as well. But... And jacks likes double bad. So if you jam, you like it looks like the stronger hands like double bad, and only eights needs the equity. Double bad is just bad because you can't improve on any runouts that as easily. So yeah. Also, I think you unblock calls. You unblock calls from the flop with the flush, and then you unblock hands you want to fold out. Cut the expensive better, but basically, your EV comes from folds even though you're ahead, and get called by worse. You did a video on it recently? Yeah. I know that heuristic is definitely true. It's usually, I feel like from my experience though, it's more of a out of position heuristic. Obviously, that's the only explanation for that, but it definitely was true there. It's just that example seemed a little extreme for me. But yeah, it's definitely true. Just because winning the 40 bigs there for free is pretty nice, I guess. I definitely know the heuristic. It's usually, from my experience, it's been an out of position heuristic because, yeah, not as much of an in position heuristic. Not as much, but yeah. Obviously, yeah. Just because you're ahead doesn't mean, yeah. Just that example seemed pretty extreme, which is why I was a little surprised. But it goes to show, yeah, you just want to block folds. Right. Like, obviously, if our hand's not ace king, I'm sure maybe with ace king it's a little different. Honestly, should we go back and check? It is counterintuitive? Yeah. It definitely is. Okay, I already got this spot. Let's go back and check ace king quick, because I'm actually, like, curious. Sorry if this is, like, a little redundant to you guys. I'm just curious. Yeah, it looks like ace king actually likes the bad suit, though, right? It's like the exact same EV though, but it's not as extreme with ace four. So it does have something to do with the fact that your opponent still has pairs. So ace king has more, what's it called? Ace king isn't getting like outed by a 9, right? Like if you fold that ace 9 of diamonds, the 9's also an out, so it's like slightly better. All right, anyway, we'll keep going. Make sure to put in my Discord if you guys have a hand you want reviewed. Well, I wanted to see if this hand bets turn. I guess we can just fucking check quick. Why not? Is it BVB as well? It is an SRP though. I think I kind of griefed every spot of this hand. We have Delvad. So. I did want to look at river strategy here. Sorry if the study stream's quite boring for you guys, but I do have to do my studying. I've been slacking. Probably not going to run it that late today. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to run 75, yeah. Dash Discord. It should pop up, Roy. If it doesn't, I'll give you the link. Did it really not pop up? Bro. Yoo-hoo, Nightbot. I'll give you the link if it's not there. I don't know why the fuck it sucks this much. Come on, bro. Worst streamer ever. Okay, let me just invite. Let me just put an invite in the chat. Oh, it's there. It's there. Let me know if you're in, and I'll add you. Okay. B33 here. Do we bother no locking or just run it as played? Let's just run it as played. Let's see what Jack 10 likes betting. I imagine the diamond's not very good. I guess it likes spade here. It's kind of an SRP. Yeah, it looks like it clearly doesn't like bad jack, so I think we griefed here. But I was running 33, so... What is it like on turn? Oh shit, I kind of fucked up here. I guess we'll just swap. Yeah, it likes 125. I think that's because, yeah, you mix king jack. If you don't want to bet king jack, you probably... But yeah, the 9 and the 8 you hit a lot. I added you to the Discord. Just any of the poker hand channels, honestly, you could put it in. King 9, King Jack mixing. Jack 10 on the turn. Yeah, I like betting a lot. You bet less the vector, the contingency. What was double Madison? Jack 10. Yeah, it does bet. Yeah, you do bet more with the spade. By the time he gets the river, though, I did go bigger, so it kind of does change things. I figured this hand was just bad bet, though, because he has Jack 10 as played. Yeah, okay, good give up, Carter. Good give up. And he likes to run 50 here, eh? That's kind of funny. You just, like, merge around the king-queen hand, because it just can't. King-queen's clearly deciding the entire range here. Kind of funny. Because that's probably where the range asymmetry lies. The most is around stuff like this. So, aces. Yeah, queen jack don't blend betting. So I'm assuming we're gonna have a hand here posted in a sec. Yeah, I guess I could find the half pot here more often. I clearly don't find it enough because I would not run half pot here. I know no regs would run really half pot here. Oh, this was a fucking punt, boys. This was a punt and a half. Versus UTG. I was getting too fucking spicy, but let's see it. I'm sure my flop strategy's already like giga losing though, so it might just be 8s to run this hand. Hello from Argentina, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. 75, and I just like range half pot this shit, didn't I? Like a fucking whale. Whatever, let's just give me 75. That's a 4. Actually, a 4 matters more because a 4 is better. Definitely jamming wallets on this card. Yeah, you just want to jam with the ace king. What's indifferent? Queens actually folds like a decent amount. I went for the check jam, which also probably happens. Yeah, okay, it's actually not the worst play ever. It's a pure call with the versus the check jam though. I'll add you, Rob. Got you in here. If you guys are doing well, let's do it away. Study for a bit, and then maybe, like, do you guys want to run fucking React content? Do I watch a YouTuber or some shit? For, like, one video, and then we fucking load up the session to end the night? I'm taking tomorrow off, so I'll stay up a little later. Though you guys probably I'll watch y'all favorite YouTuber. I don't watch any poker YouTube videos, so... Yeah. Except maybe Benna every now and then, because that guy's chill. And used to watch some Clanny. Shit, my bad. I didn't watch anyone else in Japan, though. But people say Benna's been inactive. Okay. Let's look at another spot. Oh, this was quite a funny hand. Let's take a look at this. Guys, rate the punt at a punt. Do you think it's solver approved or no? What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. Solver approved or no? At any frequency. Alright, nerd, put down the charts, let's gamble. I mean, you're kind of right. You don't need to be kidding. Thanks for streaming all this valuable info for free. No problem, man. Anytime. I mean, not everything has to be a fucking paywall, right? I mean, that's how I think about it. I'm not giving away that much. I'm not teaching you guys how to win. You still gotta go do that part on your own, you know? Punt or no punt? This would be a good one, actually. Okay, obviously I don't like the hand. I like this hand a lot, guys. Versus EP, because I think people EP just don't bluff catch the non-trips because you have so many and they oversee at the flop, so they just get exploited. But so then they force themselves to have to defend too wide, or like they're getting massive exploiting. But cutoff has ace-8 off, and I was kind of memeing. I was like, bro, he has ace-8 off. And he fucking had it. So, yeah, kind of memed. This guy's a viewer in the stream, which is why I took this line. Because I want him to know that, like, don't fuck with me. But he just had the goods, so it was kind of quite sad. Obviously, clubs is probably going to be best suit on the flop. We can agree on that. I'm going to unblock the suited 8, the 8x while still having a backdoor flush draw. Seems reasonable. Yeah. The thing is, when you get to river, it's like it's kind of hard to bluff straights. So I kind of just I think river's the easiest straight. He just has the hand. The one caveat I did have is I thought river, like, my blockers might actually be not the best. Like, I thought, like, he could potentially make folds with 9-8 or king-8s. But, like, probably still good. Anyway, we'll give this guy 1/3. King-9 suited, raising pretty often. I think I found the right size. Pretty much right. We went to 5.9. It's a 6. Center spades. I could see my hand slowing down a little. I think club's still better than hearts. Hearts would be pretty easy give up. It likes HP, so we kind of grieved here. It likes hearts more, but maybe if I size up, it doesn't. Why does it like hearts more? That's actually quite odd. I need to figure the answer out to that. Is it because, like, it likes blocking, like, unblocking, like, deuce X floats? Wow. Okay, clubs is higher EV, but it likes betting hearts more. Well, they're all 0 EV, but it's like a slight frequency error, so I don't want to look into it too much. It is quite odd. Is it like one's better as like a check raise? That's because your opponent. Wait. It might have something to do with, like, he bluffs hearts more, so then you get reopened on less. It's the only assumption I can make, because the EV is objectively higher, but the checking is higher. And I think that is because even though you block two combos, your opponent stabs more with the king of hearts. Or with the king of clubs. So for that reason, you're going to realize a little more often, like a fraction of it more often with the king of clubs. It's the only conclusion I could come to. Because they both check fold. This one has a higher checking EV. So that's the only difference. It still actually has a higher betting EV there. But I guess I think it's because your opponent's more likely to himself actually bluff the king of clubs. Yeah, that's kind of like some big brain shit. But anyway, we fucking call him, we get God River. We have 10-9 is played. Wow, it likes... This is so odd. It likes blocking... It likes jamming this one. Even though the jamming EV is higher on this one, because we split strategy. If I one-size river here, though, obviously jam is prop making money here, though. I'm actually quite curious, though, like, what makes the block better here? Like, what is the range? Like, opponent must have slightly more folds with something. What cards do they interact with? Oh, is it the 7x? They both call king 7, so I don't really understand. Does that have to do with, like, what kings call? Damn, king's folding to block here? Yeah, I guess, like, 8x is just so tight, but... The king x likes blocking king 8s, and kings is the main indifferent hand. So when you b33 here, you block more pocket kings. And that's more relevant, so it prefers to be 33. So that's the reason. Because the king suit wants to block king 8. You see, guys, here, I don't think this blocker heuristic is quite important. Because it relies on too many variables revolving what your opponent is going to do, given the blockers. Because the solver is clairvoyant, like, if I knew for a fact, oh, this hand's better as a b33 bluff, because my opponent's indifferent between folding kings, and he prefers to call better kings blocking king 8 suited. Right? And I have king 8 of clubs. So that's clearly the main indifferent hand. So it actually has higher b33 EV, clearly, with this. Does this matter in game? Do you guys actually need to know this? Well, no, doesn't matter. Because in real life, your opponent's just going to fucking call kings if he feels like calling kings for b33, or it's going to fucking fold them. You know what I mean? And even then, like, it revolves on him seeing the exact same blocker heuristic to make his decision as you. You know what I mean? And so, normally, people are not solvers, so, yeah. Anyway, I think the jam is still making money on the river. AC is actually quite indifferent. I was actually thinking this in game. I was really thinking this game. I was like, he called ace-8 too quick. I really thought that. I was like, name a bluff. Actually, name a bluff. Like, I could just raise flop, right? I have 7s, right? Surely I have 7s. And I have 10-9. Obviously, I'm over bluffing, so I would never in a million years fucking criticize my opponent for calling because he should snap the shit out of me there. Because I wasn't even thinking about it. Like, I wasn't rolling. As you can see here, some of my bluffs are pretty low frequency. But, like, name a bluff here, chat. Min raise flop, over bet turn. 6 gets there. 10-9 gets there. I don't know. It's hard to bluff. But, anyway. Hope you guys are following. Do you have any questions? I'll hand review my Discord if you guys have a hand. If you're curious about... Yeah. I definitely played the spot kind of odd. Now that I think about it on the river, like, yeah, B33 does make more sense because both players have so much 8x, but I think preferred ace-8 combo to call. I think they all call the same. You see the reason they're mixing, this one mixes here is because they has more of it. They all call the same because I don't think anything matters. Because think about the ranges you're interacting with. I don't think the ace matters. It doesn't affect bluffs. I doubt, right? Let's see, do I have a bluff with an ace? No. I guess like unblocking this, but like yeah, you see that there's a reason they all call. I wouldn't look at combo here because it just can't interact. The 8 obviously doesn't interact at all. Like any hand you post in the Discord, I will review it. It could be for laughs, it could be for anything. It's just in my Discord, I'll review it for free. Every time I do a study session, I do hand reviews for free. So yeah. Oh shit, let me get my thing going. If someone's like subbed or something, I have missed it, and that would be quite embarrassing. I missed the follow though. Thanks, Ethan, for the follow. Appreciate you. Let's look another hand. Why not? Why not? Yeah, because think about it here. The ace is just not gonna interact. Yeah. Let's look at this one. This one was quite the fucking banger. Bet versus Chimney. He flats jacks here, call, and then I call off. So it was quite odd. Chimney's a fucking center. No, fuck that guy. I'm kind of kidding. So my logic in game here was even though the club is bad, I just don't have much other stuff to call with. But I think I might have punted. Let's see. Let's see how solver approved is this hand. How fucking solver approved are we here? Check. He obviously plays a ridiculous reopen size. Let's see, does hand check? It does bet a good amount. Actually, ace of clubs does check. It's a pretty good check call candidate. So, good job, me. Especially double good. Look at the fucking check, guys. Oh my god. It's obviously all frequency thing, but we found the most common one. It's probably going to check call a good amount, though. But whatever. Yeah, you can share any format. I don't even care. I'll figure it out for you. Could have probably found the jam. It looks like we don't raise too much, though. But we fucking raise, because we're like that. And we do have a pixel of it. I think the EV's close. Yeah, on the 4, you just donk jam. Not with this hand, though. You're donk jamming with the intention to get called by clubs. So anyway, he goes all in. Okay, it's losing 6 bigs. My bad. Okay, whatever. Only minus 6 VV. 25% equity. Yeah, you do want to unblock the ace of clubs. Fair play, fair play. We sucked out, though. We're fucking built different. Minus 6 big blind call is pretty fucking losing as well. Oops. Well, I wanted to see here if we ever run this hand as a turn check. I remember. Obviously, there's a lot of variables going on with like that guy's gameplay, though. So, like, solver's pretty clairvoyant, so it's never gonna give me like a range call on the rip. Definitely got to get better at a node like that, though. Because that was kind of a wild, wild west node, but I'm going to play more of those as we go up in stakes. Oh, so I run the 125 here. I think my hand just does it pretty often. It mixes. He calls. Yeah, new top bottom mix. Okay, so we pick up what? Double flush draw? Yeah, I can't imagine we check on double flush draw. Found a fucking crazy check though. Yeah, this was int. Is it at least higher EV to check with my hand? Okay, so this is like 1.1 bigs. So it's better than this hand, this hand, this hand. Oh, this is like 0.9 bigs. So this is even a better check. Oh, this is. Oh no, that's because that's 5 of diamonds. Okay, 5 of diamonds is at least the best check. So at least I got the heuristic right. But yeah, the hand never checks. So you know what? Whatever, fuck that. My bad, guys. I kind of had a feeling when I was reviewing the hand that there's no way this should checks. But I kind of wanted to do it for fun. I rolled really low, I remember. Did you put it in the Discord yet? No, you haven't. We'll take a look at this one. This one in practice is just never a call. I'm curious in theory if it does call or not. I'm so excited for football tomorrow, boys. Taking the day off. I've been going crazy in the streams, so make sure to follow. We're gonna be streaming. Don't worry if you guys are bored. We're gonna be playing soon. I know this gets way less viewers than my normal stuff, and that's probably not good because it probably lowers my algorithm. It probably I don't care. I gotta study, so we're just gonna fucking do it. I don't care if it's bad for my numbers. I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so we run B75 on the flop here, and I think he finds a fucked big raise. Oh no, he doesn't. He just plays normal size. Do we bet more with Jack of Diamonds? I think we do. Yeah, it's BFD2 we don't like. So yeah, high like best like checking EV to betting EV ratio. Like obviously the diamond's gonna increase your betting EV by a good amount, but the spade's not gonna increase your betting EV that much. All right, it's 8. Like for example, what you said earlier about the EV denial, like I kind of understood that concept with pocket pairs. What? It's bad for your YouTube numbers, but good for your PokerCraft numbers. Yeah. Literally. What's up, Spice Wolf? Am I battling you again tonight? Oh fuck, I forgot to give this guy the raise. Yeah, okay. Yeah, backdoor flush draw folds because you can't improve, but it could block a little bit of bluffs. Oh, I got a message in the disc. It's a server access. Don't worry, man. I got you. You're in. You're in. You're in. You're in. Calm down. My Discord kind of sucks, so you're in. Nah. My disc is like really stupid. I followed like a YouTube tutorial on how to set up the disc, and it was actually the worst tutorial ever. It just makes my Discord like I have to approve people when they fucking join based on roles and shit. Just the dumbest fucking shit ever. But whatever. I'll probably like just fix it all at some point. Okay. So what does he run on the turn? He runs a bigger bet. Let's just give him the half pot size. Yeah, we could like get in our hand. It's so crazy. Like, cause like we're obviously like ahead of some bullshit merge, like 8-7. Okay, anyway, the river is like what, like 8 of hearts. It feels like. And he goes all in. Is my hand a pure call? Yeah, it's mixing. Like, do you know how losing it is in real life? Okay, name a bluff. Let's name a bluff challenge. Yeah, I used to find Queen X of Diamonds. That's what I was thinking. Like, I'm not like for my because I had the Jack of Diamonds as well. So like my calls make money. Also, like Jack of Diamonds poker is probably not good, right? Oh, it looks like it makes the most. Yeah, the hearts is best. For some reason, mirroring Jack 8 twice is better. Which seems kind of odd because isn't that like a thing? Why do I want to mirror Jack 8 twice? Oh no, we double. Wait, yeah. What? Why do we want to double unblock that? That's quite odd. I guess there's just another other random backdoor flush draw Jack 8s and stuff bluffing. Oh, it's because this hand doesn't jam. In reality, okay, like this is some solver nerdy shit. Like this hand jams, right? In practice. Do we look at the worst hero call of all time? What do we think, chat? Aware enough to know that's not the truth. Like Sterling, oh my god, this guy. I'll be like, bro, I think you're underbluffing here or overbluffing here. And he's like, no, I'm perfectly playing it. All right, man. I'm like, there's no way you have bluffs here. And he's like, yeah, I do. What? Or I'll have value in that line. He's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, okay. Yeah, this is a common heuristic deeper. You do just see bet a lot because your opponent flats, like you're gonna see like all the pocket pairs more often and stuff like this. I thought like honestly they'd be higher. I think in practice they're gonna be more. So anyway, we fund the check, and then what is Sod run? He instantly just like bets, right? Half pots. Bro, and you know what the sick part is? I don't even think your flop size is half pot default. I think you just like literally already sized your hand. Kind of base though, like am I adapting? No, I'm not. Do I ever have a coach? No. I think it's supposed to be to have a coach, but the issue with me, I'm like really scared I'm gonna get a bad coach, so I really want one. Yeah, my hand's mixing. Queen jack of spades mixing. Obviously clubs calls. I think river is just a clear fold. Yeah, king's obviously running the jam. Queens doesn't bet. There's no way queen jack's ever gonna call. Yeah, it's only losing 3 bigs, but yeah. King jack's actually preferred to block kings. I actually just remember in game I didn't even think you had kings. Imagine folding kings here though. Yeah, I have aces obviously. Queens, yeah. This is just bad. And also like I fucked up the sim, like you literally jammed over pot. Oh no, this is a jam. Yeah. Bad call. Shared. Okay, let's see this. Shared. Keep in mind this was at 50 now, so yeah, no, I don't I'll already factor that in, don't worry. GTO probably yeah, for sure. Like, thought he was pretty capped and would overfold, so it doesn't really matter what my cards are, but I'm still curious. Alright, yeah. I'm here to tell you the whole spot. Like I don't yeah, if it's 15-0 and you're like trying to like say and you find a good theory line, I'm really not gonna care. Do I pull it up on the stream? Like, I think we can just do it like this, right? Alright, he sizes up, which is already kind of a red flag. I can already tell the way this is gonna go. Yeah, he checks, then he bets, and then you rip. Bro, you just flexing? Like, what are we talking about? Yeah, nice hand. But the one knock is like, honestly, dude. Okay, yeah, like, what is he repping on the turn here? It's like real talk. Okay, obviously, like the price wise, you could. My only knock is you should probably go bigger. Like, just for like, if it starts, if it's 70, I don't think he ever calls you. I know it like sounds worse, but yeah. I don't know. Honestly though, it's kind of fair play. The thing is the king blocks folds, so you really want to bank on this, like have no jack 10 here. You're right though, like it doesn't really matter what your cards are. You're trying to get a range fold, so I would size a little bigger just in case he has a set or something. He clearly just had like ace jack though, I think, or I don't know. At your stake, no one's ever calling you here though, I think. Like unless you're streaming. But I don't think people would ever call you there. And if the guy calls you there, by the way, the odds that he's like actually good at the game are low. Just tag him as a calling station and then just have it that next time. But really good find by you. But honestly, the only knock is the fact that you sent it to me. Because that should be so standard in your game that you find that line so often that that's maybe what's like, funny enough, like literally just be more sure of yourself, honestly. Because you should just be taking that line even more often at your stake. So well played. Can't hear you if you're talking. Am I muted? Fuck. Am I muted? It looks like my mic's working. It does look like it's quiet though. Like normally it looks like the thing goes louder. Do I like put it? I don't know, man. Good now. All right, go. But honestly, yeah, like that should be so standard in your game that you should just not even be sending it to me because it's so like that. That's actually my knock. Is the fact that you sent it. If that makes sense. It shows that that's like probably like something that's newer for you. So yeah, just keep taking that line. Did you answer my first question? I didn't hear it. Let me see. Oh, but the coaching? Was it you? Let me see. Did you ever have a coach? No, I've never been coached. No, I'm too stubborn. And the reason I don't have a coach, I think it's plus EV for most people. I just am afraid of getting a bad one to the point at this point in my career that I like the way I learn and the way I get better. If I felt like I didn't know how to get better, I feel like deep down I know what I need to do and I can achieve what I need to do. What am I saying? I don't know. It's not that I'm confused on where to go. I feel like I know exactly what I need to work on, and if I do all that and I still feel like I can't get the results, or I feel like I can't get good at the things I want to get good at, then maybe I would look somewhere. But at that point, yeah, I've gotten this far of not being coached, so I'm pretty like set in my ways at this point. I feel like every time someone tries to be coached, they're so data driven, and obviously data is extremely important to winning. But sometimes I feel like some people are a little like religious with it, like to the point where like anything that happens over a small sample they just throw out, and I find that kind of like really off putting. It's not that like data is not OP, but it's like sometimes you can get like if you guys watch my stream, like sometimes you can clearly tell how someone thinks about the game just through a couple showdowns, in my opinion. All right, thank you for the follow, RPR Moo. That's finally knock, because most guys are just trying to like get students to just beat like 1K an hour for them and move on with their lives. Feels like to me. I mean, I know a lot of people that have joined CFPs and got like insane results. So yeah, obviously coaching works. Well, my recommendation to you guys starting out is probably just get coached and drop ego, but I didn't do it. So also I find some people's theoretical knowledge is like not is kind of lacking for me. It's not really about like if you have bad theoretical knowledge, but if you're not the best with theory and you think you're a lot better than you are, it's kind of off-putting to me. Okay. Yeah. Oh, got another hand. Mainly, I'll be honest, guys. Like, if I was your coach, I just don't want my coach to sound very certain. And some coaches, I feel like it's a big red flag to me. I mean, I'm sure people have coaches that are good that do talk like this. They talk with like a degree of certainty that's like too high for me. I feel like a lot of poker, like we're still not there yet to being, I don't know. But also my goal is like different. Okay, I don't know. I want to be as good as possible. I don't necessarily just want to beat a stake or something. Okay. Anyway, let's see if I can quite read the board here. It's kind of odd the way this is kind of like glitching. I get you screenshotted it. I'm gonna do you a favor. Wait, did you start the hand 100 bigs deep? Can you give me a breakdown of what's happening? I'm like having trouble to read this. I don't know why it's cut out. Oakley. Were you 100 bigs deep at the start of the hand or no? Yeah, it looks like you were because it looks like you jammed 109, right? About 70 big. So was it versus a rec or do you not play 100 deep? My biggest tip would be to play 100 deep because you're that guy, bro. So you should play deep as possible. Okay, two big blinds, call, cut off. He half pots flop, check turn. He bets, and then you go all in, and he calls you with what? I mean, I don't mind your line. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, obviously, sometimes you're gonna run into like ace queen off with the heart. You're gonna run into like king x of hearts checkbacks, but like that's not really off. That's not that common. I would say it's pretty good. Traditionally, this should work. If it was versus rec though, dude, I would just fade these spots. And since the guy was seven, like yeah, exactly. I think the big issue is I think sometimes, dude, don't tunnel too hard on like okay, good. Like obviously you find this node, right? You find this angle, but the thing is, yeah, it's probably just a punt given that he called. The thing is, you just gotta be honest. It's just a punt because he called you with ace jack suited of spades. Like that's the accountable. Obviously, your line for some players is going to like absolutely like shit money out of its ass, and like good for you for realizing it. But that doesn't mean you can take it every time. So The key is though when you're finding bluffs and stuff, like it really does matter your opponent. Obviously some stuff is like easy versus pool, but given that it was a recreational, and he sized up here on the turn, you do have to be careful because you are telling a recreational at an insane price to fold an ace, and that's obviously quite a tall ask. It's kind of a tricky, yeah, exactly. So that's the thing for your win rate long term. It's not worth it because you're risking too much with such a random variable inside the hand for your bluff to work. It needs to work too often, despite the variable of your opponent being a little too random. That's my advice on that. And I find with Rex, what matters a lot, MDA wise, is how they perceive their own hand. So it doesn't actually have to do anything with their absolute hand strike. For example, when a rec blocks the river and you raise big, they overfold the line, even if, like, let's say their hand is very good. But it's just the fact that they block the ringer is signifying that they believe it's weak. And that's all that matters, because poker is about how someone plays. For what a rec might block fold the river with, the other guy might jam all in with. All in looks more weak. Hey, Bacha, that doesn't matter. But I mean, you're kind of right. Like, you could maybe take the better price. But I don't even know if that's true, bro. If I faced all in here, I'd shit my pants. So I don't even think that's true. It depends on the stake. You're kind of right in some context here, Russia, but the issue is it's like that only depends on certain stakes. At my stake, if I face Jam Hero, I think it's stronger. Yeah, so Zoom Pool, this guy was short stack, and I didn't recognize him, but I know how. Yeah, I think like the key is like sometimes you might get attached to finding a pretty line when you just have to accept that like you just can't take this line now. Like if you watch my stream, like you see me do this a good amount. Like, oh, I want to do this, but I can't do this because of X. I'm versus X player, or like it still doesn't work. Like, you know, obviously I'm kind of playing a little more loose on stream. I'm a little more punty. I think it's like playing a little more salts, a little more boring. Like if I can have some flair. Like for example, if I thought the outcomes are gonna be break even, I'd rather just jam this hand on stream because I think it's more entertaining to watch. But so I'm playing a little more whatever. But what wins in poker is just taking the free bluffs in low stakes. To be honest, is taking the very very high conviction bluff spots, and then just nut pedaling. To be honest, your red line will be like this, and your blue should go like that. Pretty much. That's pretty much what should happen because you should be folding, I think, a lot. So your red line you should tunnel on red. But yeah, that's your plan. I mean, the good news is you know your mistake. The key is just be accountable, right? And I don't know you, but like, yeah, that's it. That's about it. It's just take your time and just remind yourself like you're playing to win money. But also don't beat yourself up, bro. Like the amount of times you'll do shit like this. Your hand makes money. You just miss one thing. It's whatever. Grow up. You can just keep going. It's a winning line, like probably versus most people. So don't be too hard on yourself. That's the key. Move on. You already like by the chat. You already know what you need to do next time. Being accountable is just not doing it every single time. That's what being accountable is. It's usually not making the same mistake twice. Like obviously you might make it like obviously a mistake like this is pretty easy to do, technically, but yeah, being accountable is just not making the same mistake twice. So as long as you don't do that, I promise your winner it's gonna go like that. Just try not to make the same mistakes twice. Do we have another hand? Doesn't look like it. Because, like, there's no point of beating yourself up. That doesn't do anything. Besides make you, like, pussy to take the spot another time where it's going to make money. What would be your guess in theory? Is this ever a bluff? Okay, in theory... Yeah, I mean, it has the characteristic of a good check jam. I mean, obviously, when you're playing all in, you probably just want to run... You could just run the king of hearts, right? But, like, in order to be slightly balanced, you could run hands like this. I mean, I do think the 9 might be in the folding range, right? Like, ace, 9, 2 pair, probably in the folding range, so maybe it's not as good. That being said, I think it's okay. I think in theory you usually like to like to have different cards, but I do think your main bluff is going to be like King X, right? Hi, what's up, Gunner? Yeah, exactly. The King and Queen X, yeah. Yeah, like the 9 is also not the greatest card. Fold the river because the King is just so obviously good here, right? Yeah, I'm gonna do these streams pretty much every day. Can't promise every day. Some days I don't feel like studying, but as we get higher, it's gonna be more. But yeah, doing these streams every day, reviewing your hints for free. What's up, Gondare? Thank you for the follow, Gondare. Now, if you want to get fancy, I think this Snapchat range has more Jack of Hearts. Yeah, but like, why? What's the point, man? Because think about it, if you have an exploit like that with like the snap checks and stuff, then why are we using blockers? That's sometimes we have to catch yourself. I do kind of agree with you, but it's like, what's the point? Is that actually gonna make you money? Probably not. But it's honestly good you're thinking on that level. But the issue is you want your thought process to still stay like I'm someone who isn't as data driven as others. So for me, like I still have to understand when I'm bullshitting myself. Because if I don't have that, then I'm just gonna be bullshitting myself a lot. You know what I mean? So I think like I don't know. So I've developed like I kind of like I'm good at telling myself like okay that's fake like whatever. No in game I thought it was a range folds. I'd have shoved way wider. Can you link to your current cursor? Just Google League of Legends cursor and like you can probably watch a tutorial. It's extremely easy to do. You can probably ask ChatGPT, bro. Probably set it up for you. Yeah, you already know why you punted, so you don't even need to beat yourself up, bro. And honestly, bro, it still should fucking work, bro. Most Rex would fold here, so you just got unlucky, to be honest. Most Rex would still fold, but it's just not worth because the pot odds you're laying. Oh, like this is one of the spot. Like even if it makes money, bro, for my sanity, I don't do it versus a reg. If I do it versus a reg, I just like okay, I can just adjust, and I know he's like not bad at the game, like okay, whatever. But I know that I can use that to my advantage later. Okay. We can look at this one. This one was quite entertaining for the viewers. For the viewers at home. Was this cut off? Yeah. Obviously, I know he didn't play 2.3 boys, but like I'm not changing the fucking sim. It's Aces versus Kings. Who cares? Ugh. Did I fuck it up? My logic in game was even though he went half pot that we didn't want to raise too much, and I wanted to see like is that true? The logic I had was that the run out's always going to be better for the IP player. Oh my god, what the fuck? I fucked up. Fuck it up. By the way, if you guys ever want to use the program I'm using, dash GTO exclamation mark GTO for 10% off. Gotta sell it a little, guys. I'm giving away free game. All right, guys. I wanted to see if you ever raise here, and the logic behind like not raising this board was that I thought the run out was always going to be better for the button. So playing a particularly more often a raising strategy was not going to be as prevalent. And we do raise like hands like nines here and like jacks, but aces that's just cold, and majority just calling. Even though you think like you're already pocketing it for that reason, finding ace five here is like actually fucked though. That's crazy. I guess it's just like a raw equity like you were doing. Okay. Oh, another hand review. I love you guys' hand reviews. Okay, we'll get to that in a sec, Siggy. We're gonna finish this review and then we'll get right to yours. Okay, yeah, he's supposed to just rip it here, and this is what I thought in game. When he found the check, though, I decided that my hand would just be a check in practice. Because I thought... Obviously, I'm kind of wrong here, but I just thought, like, for example, I was kind of right, because he's just going to check these hands too often. So he's kind of, like, just giving up here. Like, if you look, the fold's going to be, like, 50%. In practice, I didn't think this was happening. So I figured, like, the way my main strategy was going to play was to protect with the checks here. And that's why I checked, because I just thought my main strategy was going to be to check. Obviously, in-game, guys, like, you'd rather, how do I say this? I'd rather protect my betting range than my checking range. Because I don't think he's going to find bluffs versus the betting range. Like, what is he supposed to find here? King 10 of clubs. Obviously, ace-8's findable, like, lol. Ace ten of spades, like obviously not happening. Ace queen off. Like in reality, people are not. These are not very human bluffs. So I don't really need to protect my betting range because it's really hard to find bluffs in the versus the check raise. Also, yeah, maybe bluffing ace king. I didn't think he was gonna find bluffs. So I decided instead of protecting my betting range with aces, I decided to protect my checking range. Now you can argue does protecting matter? I play with this guy a lot, so I figured like why not. But yeah, he ends up finding a block here. Obviously, like the rest is just cooler. But nice to know I pretty much played everything pretty accurate. I think like his flop betting range is maybe stronger than it is. Also, his pre-flop range might be different than this. Yeah, mainly the flop raise. I figured jacks and nines would raise because obviously equity denial. With the jacks, also he's probably got to call off ace king. Yeah, that's why you jam ace five because he has to call off these hands, including these hands as well, just because of the equity. All right. Oh, I should have ran your hand in theory, but the issue that the node kind of fucked me up because it was versus a rec. But let me know if you wanted me to run your hand in theory. I forgot to do that. Let's look at this one. All right. King 7 versus 9-7. We're kind of spoiled. Calls. You run the 1/3. Interesting note, your opponent's not playing leads. A good call. Here, you can already maybe justify folding turn because you're doing pretty bad versus this hand. And that actually is extremely relevant. So don't tunnel in your draw. Obviously, you're doing okay versus set, but you're still like getting not the greatest odds. I don't think your opponent has too many bluffs here. So yeah, you could definitely look at folding turn here. Obviously, I don't know the opponent if you summon to bet twice and then give up. Yeah, here I think I don't know what you're putting your opponent on. And that's the issue. If you tunnel too hard on your blockers, oh I blocked 9-7. Oh yeah, 9-7 and I have 7's cooler. Your opponent could easily just be jamming fours here. I don't know a single bluff. I don't think people turn 10-9 into a bluff. I guess like you're looking at the ace-5 triple. But like from my experience, it just doesn't happen that often. So I think like in your like I don't know what stake you're playing. If you're playing like really high stakes, then I'd say probably still turn fold is probably pretty okay. But yeah, you just have to give you're gonna have good hands here enough that I don't think you have to flick it in. But I think you're like I understand why you hit it because you hit the river and then you just felt like I'm gonna call off. But I think your opponent just has it a lot here. Like he has a set a lot, and I don't think he's gonna slow down his played. So I think like your hand is basically the same as 8-7, bro, in the river. 8-7's a better call than King 7 here because you block at least 8s, even 6-7. Because your opponent's bluffs are just gonna be like ace-5 off, right? I don't think he's not turning a 10 into a bluff. He's not like I don't think he's bluffing 8-7. So you gotta touch the king, but the king's not even that good of a card, right? You'd rather block one of the sets. Yeah, you just station turn banked and then you like justified it because you block stuff. But you also block bluffs with the 7. So the 7's not like if anything, it's gonna be like breaky. It's gonna be a neutral card. You block knight 7, but you also block bluffs. And sometimes, by the way, people will have more sets here than 9-7. So your 7 might just be bad. I just don't. I just think let's be real. What's more likely? Your opponent's just tripling off like a maniac with ace-5 offsuit here, or he has a good hand. Who do you want to reward? Who do you want to reward? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Do you want to reward the guy who's fucking raising 8-6-4 and just has it? Or do you want to reward the guy fucking maniac with this ace-5 off? I'm willing to get bluffed by the maniac. That's how I think about it. That's the issue with you when you're trying to make cool calls all the time. You end up usually rewarding the wrong people. That's how I think about poker sometimes. You're rewarding the guy who's like actually finding cool niche bluffs. You're punishing the guy who's finding that, and you're rewarding the guy who just has the fucking nuts and he's jamming to explode. Obviously, I don't know the dynamic between you and this guy, but that's how I think about it. Like if you don't know either way, who do you just pick? What do you want to reward? And I usually think the pool just isn't overbluffing. It's like so hard to overbluff. And if I'm just the one guy who is finding the overbluff, nice hand. Like if anything, he's probably a maniac. You're probably gonna make the money later. So. Okay, do we know lock no leads? Obviously, he doesn't have 9-7 off. Like I obviously could comment on that, but in practice, people just are bad at pre. So he still has 9-7 soon. Yeah, it looks like you play 50 here because you don't like just like the way the range breaks, but yeah, sure, you send that hand. I could try to explain the differences maybe because usually people. I mean, obviously, yeah. If he finds random 5x stuff, yeah. I mean, if he finds a mega whale bluff, then okay, maybe you're right. Fuck, this is the wrong hand. 10 of hearts. 10 of hearts, and then what? King of spades. I know it's like Is it pot on the turn? I think it's like 75 is fine. Yeah, I guess it mixes. But what are opponent's bluffs? Okay, he's finding 7x. And then he's finding 5x with the backdoor flush draw. He's finding 7-5. He's finding 10-9. Still has value, so his value. And he's finding a7. So I guess, yeah. I mean, obviously he has 9-7 off here, which makes this a lot worse. But like versus pool, yeah. So anyway, you call and you get the king. I mean, honestly, now that it calls, I think solver might flick it in. Okay, what are villain's bluffs? 9-7, he has it. 7-5 pure. The thing is, like, he has a lot more of 9-7 also. The thing is, he's checking 8s. Like, come on, guys. He's not checking 8s. Spoil. The 7's not going to block bluffs as well. That's the funny part. So you might actually end up calling. Yeah, I like, obviously the sim calls, but I promise this guy's it's like you could feel good about the sim, and then you realize the sim doesn't even have the hand he had. So it shows how little the solver actually matters in this lane. The only day I think you can just be comfortable playing exactly accurate, this is my logic. The only day you can be comfortable playing exactly accurate in all notes and just justifying it, but I was accurate, is when you never mess up. If you never mess up, you're always perfectly accurate. No matter what the fuck you do, you're perfectly accurate. Okay, at that point, you can just say I played accurate. But if you can't go now and make another mistake in another node, because then that doesn't make sense. Thank you, Fonboto, for the Twitch follow. That's my logic. That's what I used to tell myself when I was kind of being a cope, because I used to cope pretty decent. I actually have no clue why that is. I should probably play 25 and L then. Laugh my fucking asshole. That's not a dumb question, Bitros. That's to load my solver on GTO Wizard, and it just I basically load my sizes. So I built my sizes on the dynamic tree. I like one size to flop, turn, and for flop and turn, because I think it's way easier to play this way. Obviously, maybe if I really wanted to level my game, I think you could run 2 on the turn. I did play 2 on the flop for a bit, but it was just so pointless. River, you should probably run 2, because otherwise you're going to get really weird results sometimes, and it's going to be hard to run hands. So, yeah. You can, I think I honestly should probably adapt to taking off always add all in on the river. Because it does count as a third size, and it sometimes glitches out the sim. I do usually just do that manually, though, to fix that. Thanks, Fonbono, for the poll. But yeah, that's how you use it. I would just build, and then, yeah, that's pretty much it. And what I do is I run the sim in solutions, like you see me do here, because this is how I do it faster. I run the hand, and when I get to the flop, I put it in, and then I go with the AI sim. Because I prefer to build it out here than doing it in here. I don't know why. It feels like it bugs in here sometimes with the action. So I can build it. So you guys see how I do it. I build it out here, and it feels faster. Thanks for Lax for the follow. Appreciate you. And yeah, if you're curious about the thing I use, it's just this. I find it faster when I build out here, and it's like I'm really comfortable with this layout, so I like using this than building inside the thing. So yeah, I build it out here quick, and then I plug it in, and then I run the AI solve. And I do only bet sizes, because if you do all settings, it's going to go back to the default node where I first built it. So I think it's UTG versus big blind here. You see, so now I'm going to get a BB versus UTG spot. So what I like to do is I do only, I build it out here, and then I do only bet sizes, and I build it. That's what I like to do. That's what works for me. I'm sure some people are better at doing it, but for me, that's always worked. Shared the other hand. We're gonna try to compare the heuristics so we can show, because just because someone bluffs right, there's a difference between the last bluff. If the guy to bluff there, stylistically at your stake, would be maniac level, would be almost like sick reg level, because he has to find a crazy bluff, Jack 7, Ace 5, these types of hands, you know. And he also has to bluff into a range that is so strong. Like your hand, I know you have King 7, but when the rolls are reversed, people don't see King 7. from my experience at lower stakes. He's thinking, oh, he's got sets, straight draws. They're not thinking, oh, he floated me with a gutter and now he's calling because he's double gutted. People are not as good at that stake at reading the board and reading the ranges, right? They're thinking what's on the board. So, and how like the river affects them. So once you call twice there, I would see. Where did you said you shared it? Hello, Deuce Deuce. What's up, man? How are you? Anyways, guys, do we run some React content here for a sec? Do you guys want to watch a fucking? Let me know if you guys want me to watch a poker fucking YouTuber or something. I don't watch poker YouTube videos often, so I'm pretty much a clean slate for some React content. Wait, I could run one more hand come. How long did it take you to grind to 200 mil when you first started playing? I mean, it kind of like I kind of made a lot of my money live in Vegas when I first started. I took like it took me forever to build my bankroll up to 2,500. I went 200, and I literally, guys, this should be a lesson to you. I had such nitty bankroll management. I went from like $200 Russian cash all the way up to 2,500 Russian cash. That took me forever. Okay, that took me literally forever, because I had 100 buy-in BRL bankroll management. But you realize at that stake, if I just had the bankroll management I have right now, I could just be down, going up, going up. That would have been way better. But instead, I was like a zombie volume rig because I just wanted to get to my next stake. But then I took my 2,000, went to Vegas, and then we ran it up. And then I came back and I played 50 and 0, and it didn't take me that long because I was in Ontario. So that's my story. But yeah. I do think, I will say, guys, if you guys are grinding grinding online, and you're in that mid stakes, live can be, and you have like live can be an outlet for you guys. Because, yeah. Live, I don't think is that good hourly, but like compared to like microstakes online, it can be kind of a grind. It can be quite challenging. But I think if you have aggressor BRM, it makes it a little better. But yeah, it's my voice. Sometimes live, if you're not there yet, but it feels like when you're starting with left money, it's like more anxious. It's a long hours. It's anxious, but it feels like it's an easier way to put money in your pocket at the end of the day. Because you can just like, if you're like a mid NL10 player and you go play like 1-2 live, you're the best player by far at the table. Is it there? I don't think so. So that's what I did. Because I was doing like $30 an hour easily at the 1-2. I was just like fucking nut pedaling, playing 12 hours a day. I wasn't nut pedaling either. I was like low key like kind of bluffing it off, but it's just too free. So that was a big deal because like for me, like that's like a buy-in at 25 an L every hour. That's what I was making. So yeah. It's like 25 an L Russian cash is like kind of like difficult to beat with the rake. So that's my advice. If you guys want to get to that next stake, and then once you get to the point where you can go back to online, that's what I recommend, to be honest. Maybe in 50 and 0, you can go back. I think it's good to do both when you're lower, and then when you get higher, you just gotta make a choice. And for me, I prefer online. But yeah, don't be afraid to go live. I realized that I kind of had this like assumption about it. You can run really bad though. That is the one thing, guys. Like if you don't like variance, you can run really bad live because you don't place that many hands. So it really like the stress will weigh on you of like just like a losing day. Sometimes like a 12-hour day, it's like it can feel brutal. Okay. So. Yeah, but this is so different, bro. He like jams IP with equity. It's so different than like barreling the river. When someone barrels the river, they have 0 equity. It's such a different psychology. Live hands for hours. Yeah, you know. I'm just saying if you're trying to grow your bankroll, it can be sometimes the play. Because sometimes those low stakes can be quite soul crushing. Yeah, like this is so different, bro. Even if you had a gutter. Whereas, but like, just think about it. Like, the guy has to actually have a hand, right, on the river. Like, you're basically betting on him having ace-5 off earlier. So you see, like, psychology, bro. I just think you were too attached to your hand being a cool blocker than ranging your opponent. That being said, I get it. Dude, don't worry about it. You see me tell myself. The reason I have to hold you accountable is someone's got to hold you accountable, because, yeah, that's just how it is. But, like, bro, don't lose that, like, freedom to just, like, play poker, though. I think sometimes people, they play too stiff. They hate themselves too much. They stiffen up. You don't want to be like that. If you're always afraid of like just upsetting yourself, you're just gonna lose your. True, I guess this spot is way more intuitive than the first spot. Yeah, exactly. The first spot, bro, you're banking on him having ace 5. Or like jack 7 off. Or jack 7 suited, I mean. Whereas this spot, it's like, and he has like a trillion value combos. Also, a good way to think about it, dude, is he still has value in that line, right? No matter what. No matter how much he wants to bluff. Do you know how hard it is to overbluff when you have that many value combos? Infinitely harder. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So let's say even if he is slightly overbluffing, which you're kind of banking on with the king 7, it's hard because he has, what, 9 sets? Combos of 3 combos of 7-5, 3 combos of 9-7. We won't range about 9-7 off, even though there's no reason not to, but right? Infinite, like that's infinite value. So like even if he's quote unquote over bluffing, you're not gonna be that printing because he has like what? Like 15 combos of value? And he's jamming over pot. So think about it. He needs like 10 bluffs or something, right? And obviously, yeah, the 9-7 might swing the equity in your favor because it could be 4 combos of 7-5 and 9-7. But no. Like, I hope you get my point. It's like that's what you have to be thinking about in a game, not like what would the sim do? Because obviously, intuitively, yeah, the stuff is always gonna have bluffs. Yeah. That's how I think about it. It's like even if I think my opponent's a maniac, if that maniac has 2 possible straights on the board, that's 32 combos. I mean, he better be a fucking maniac for me to call him for above a pot size bet. I'm talking like range bluffing me. Like, I think that's what people don't think of. Like, you got to see how much value. So even if he's an over bluffer, it's like how hard can you like he could just, yeah, you know what I mean? Like he still has it. Like even if you're the biggest maniac, you still get dealt good hands. That's important to realize. Anyway, boys, we watch a YouTube video. I think I kind of watched a YouTube video. Like, what YouTubers should we watch, boys? Watch a YouTube video, and then I'll probably start playing it too. Hope you guys like the study breakdown. I appreciate it. Do you guys like it? Like the study? I'm kind of being a pick me because I feel like if you're here, you probably like it. But I still like hearing the kind words. But because yeah, hope you guys are learning. I'm trying to learn as well. I feel like teaching is one of the best ways to get good at something. So you should see Yolan's latest video. I would love to. Yolan's kind of a goat. But I don't know what this algorithm is. Oh, I'm on his French channel? It's kind of a bummer I'm logged into YouTube. I low-key shouldn't be, but whatever. Weird move and extreme play.
Hi guys, Yolan here to tell you about.
This was so. I was dead at this video, guys. Okay, can I just say this? Like, if you understand this concept, like I know the concept he's talking about, but like, okay, it's easier to understand the concept itself. I think he's saying probability, and then what's the probability of I'm right times the probability of the actual situation. So like if you're, oh, I need a 20% equity here, but there's only a 50. I only am 50% confident that I'll have 20% equity here. It's basically what he's saying. Watch Corey Ingen rate his play out of 10. The issue with Corey, okay, is that what you guys want to, Yolan or Corey? I watched like a couple Corey videos. Corey seems like such a genuine dude. I'm like obviously fucking giga rooting for that guy. Though he's kind of running like the one strat, like there's no way he's that broke. Like he's 139k subs playing poker. Surely he's not that broke. He kind of keeps running like I'm broke thing, and I'm like, I don't know. That's just me. Like, how are you broke? I don't know. He kind of gambled all his money away though. I don't know the full story, so by the way, I'm not hating. If you guys could inform me, I will. There. So does Rampage. Okay, Rampage is, dude, that WTP2K gold ship must be fucking making him bank, bro. There is no way that guy's even near broke. You guys don't realize how much these affiliates pay out, by the way. You guys have no idea. Like, I'm affiliated with GG. I don't have a single affiliate. And I'm, like, obviously a noob. Like, I'm not getting anywhere near the deals. Like, they just give me, like, okay, sure, take it, right? Like, base deal. But, like, oh my god, I couldn't imagine. Like, imagine giving, like the revenue share of some of these whales. Like, you know what I mean? Like imagine how many revenue share Doug Polk has of the people gambling on WT Gold. Definitely, obviously, no hate, no fucking hate. I'm saying for me as a viewer, but like I don't really care. I'm okay with anyone getting their bread. I ain't watch Mr. Beast. I can't watch that shit to save my life, but I know why he does it. Can't hate. I mean, he's getting the bag. Though I wish he would stay away from football, bro. Like, let me have something. Why are you showing up at the football game? So we watched this, guys. I thought this video was hilarious, bro, by Yolan. Obviously, you guys are like extremely smart. Where does he start drawing on the screen? Okay, guys, let me know.
Few combos.
I know the concept he's talking about. Obviously, I feel like you guys can intuitively but like, do you think anyone on Earth? Okay, here's what I want to say. Okay, this sounds kind of mean. I'm kind of hating, but whatever. Let's start fucking drama. Chelsea Yolan. Yolan's a G. But I genuinely don't think there's a single person, unless they're literally a math major, that would learn the concept he's talking about through the example. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, they didn't know it beforehand, and then they learned through the way he explains it. Like, I don't know. He starts drawing on the screen.
I am not betting here. Like, I don't expect people to call enough.
Obviously, guys, the G, super smart dude. I'm not hating. Okay, I'm not hating. Don't say I'm hating.
Calling region, like tens and jack with club should call sometimes. If you remove them, the same is not a value bet. I think
okay, wait, let's move it up. Let's move it up.
It's not even a value bet. Like, it should be really close in EV. So I'm never going to value in spots where I'm not sure, simply because if you compare how DV is distributed, even if like I'm not explaining EV distribution right now, it's not that. When I'm in a spot where the EV of the value bets is slightly higher than the check, so let's say blue is check and this is bet. Okay, let me put pink instead. But this is happening, and I estimate the EV to be like this. In reality, so this is estimated.
It's like he's saying the probability that this is true times like the probability of like the actual spot, or like the EV share based on the probability I'm right.
My EV overall will not be this because I need to take into consideration the potential mistakes of the estimation of my EV based on the fact we play a game against humans essentially. And so V is here, sorry. And so the problem is that if we put all scenarios like this, which is close, there are going to be scenarios where bet is going to be way worse than check for like multiple reasons. Like you can just bluff raise hands that would have that you would have won against, or he just fold like a lot.
Why are you? Because I think it's funny, bro. And I'm low-key obviously just blatantly hating, so I'm just trying to be funny. But you're kind of right. I'm not scared of expressing. Bro, how can I be scared? I'm literally doing it. I can't be that scared if I'm doing it. If I was scared, I just wouldn't do it.
You can get pulled by 5 possible also, and let's say he doesn't call queen jack ace queen here. We don't like anything. And that's the main problem. So it's too close, and yeah, we might think, yeah, but ace king. Yeah, but he has like ace king, king of club, ace. Not even sure if he's calling, to be honest.
Okay, okay, I'm kind of selling you guys. Anyway, basically he draws a lot of shit on the screen. But
wow, no, I swear. I fully explain more in the
like
more three. Can find in the description. So let's go. So
anyway, I thought it was kind of funny example, but I kind of sold. Maybe I should just watch it out. I felt like it was getting kind of drawn out, but
and even if it might be great, when it's not great, we lose way more than what we.
Yeah. Basically, honestly, this is basically funny enough. This is he's talking about the exact concept I was explaining to you, Air, a second ago, which is the probability he's over bluffing versus under bluffing in that spot. Like if he's under bluffing, you're losing heaps, and if you're like you have like two assumptions, right? And like one, if you're right, what's your EV, and if you're wrong, what's your EV? Yeah, and the probability times the probability that you are right, obviously, right? Because you're right 100% of the time that he's over bluffing, well then your king 7's gonna make money, but you're not 100% sure. Yeah. So that's basically what he's talking about. But he kind of explains it just like in math terms, so I thought it was funny. But I remember the video being funnier when I watched it. Low-key, my bad. Did we watch the Corey earring video or what's up? Rate his play out of 10. Is he nice? What? Is he nice at the game, guys, or what? I actually have never watched him play a poker hand in my life. Which video should we watch? Which one does he actually play in? Versus D-Negs? Wait, he's like rich as fuck now. What the fuck?
This sandwich hit.
Okay,
all of the notes. Hey, I'm Jade, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy pretzel cheddar club sandwich is the kick I get from every bite.
Okay, bro, my bad. Maybe we should just play. My bad, guys, if this is boring. I like low-key just want to watch a YouTube video for a sec, but...
Tournament of my entire summer.
Wait, I feel like I know where this is. That us. He's a month ago, now he's decent. Good for him.
Today's tournament is called called the
You got like the whole illness shit, right? I seen that clip. That's a lot to go through, bro. Like people don't realize like that's just a lot to go through. I couldn't even imagine.
It's a fitting name for someone.
Good for
like
him.
me. The buy-in is $1,500. First place walks away with $1 million.
Fuck. Why are we not playing this? Why the fuck am I not playing this?
There were over 11,000 entrants into this tournament.
This is kind of weird though, because this comes out. Oh no.
Fred was heads up at the final table.
This is gonna be so hard. Oh wow! He pulls the trigger and moves all in. Justin Carey with the deuces.
The winner walks away with $1.2 million.
Damn, look at the views, bro. What the fuck?
And Franco Spitali snaps him
It's only 12 minutes
off.
long.
We have exactly.
This year, it's my job to go out there and win the event. I'm up close to $100,000 in the past 2 months, but I'm very cash poor. All of the money is in my account because I've been wiring $40,000 back and forth between casinos. So
What?
I have no money in cash. I'm gonna make a stop at the Bellagio to grab $1,000.
Okay, when does he actually like Loki play? Because I won't waste your guys' time.
Week from now, one of these players
Bro, would you guys like if I did a vlog like this? Like it next summer?
will walk away with $1 million. Hopefully it's me.
I tried to vlog, bro. It was so cringe. Like, I couldn't do it. Like, low-key shouts to everyone who vlogs. Where he tanks with the nut flush?
Starting stack is 25,000 ships.
Alright, I will. Yo, could you send the clip? Actually, maybe it'll...
Pick up a few more off the Super Pro.
Let's see what he has to say. That's more relevant. The issue I kind of watch with Corey is he cares too much what people think. If you are a poker content creator, you can just not care that much what people think. Like, it's just true, dude. Like, you just have to be like, I'm that guy. Like, I really don't think you have a choice. That's just genuinely what it is. Like, people are gonna, like, just say you're bad at the game. Like, there was one time, I remember Rampage, for example, he played a really good session one time. Like, I don't know, coincidentally, maybe, like, with the image was bad. But all his lines were completely valid. He was calling in spots, valid hands. And, like, he lost a lot that session. And everyone's like, oh, classic Rampage, what an idiot. I don't know, I looked at the hands, like, they were completely valid, so.
He's wearing a patch. I'm wearing a beach shirt. The only waves.
Not gonna lie, bro. Max, that's because you're smart, bro. That's a sign that you're smart. 99.9% of poker. Even me, I feel like I'm... Actually, no, my YouTube videos are low-key authentic. I'm kind of sick, but... Most people lie. They film after the fact. And I usually know that, too. I'm like, bro, you were not thinking all this. You were not thinking all this. Like, come on. What are you, with the human sim? Like, what are you talking about?
We're all moving to new tables now.
He doesn't play that much here?
We agreed to go all in blind.
It's just boring and, like, Dinos. Okay, what's the video where he tanks at the lodge? They said I watched these videos, and I'm like, bro, you were not thinking all this. Like, when I watched, there's just no way. Is this it? Where is the Corey earring the lodge? Is that what it is? What's the one guy's name here? Like Mariano or whatever? Oh, this is the Hungry Horse guy. Is this the hand?
He's getting after it here. 1K to go.
Corey is going to raise here with ace 10.
Ace 10 off. Oh, he 3-bet the guy. UTG 1 with ace 10. Okay, obviously, guys, like, we know this is objectively, like, it's actually probably good versus this guy. He's opening Jack 5, right? You just ISO and then whatever, so. Not gonna lie, respect Corey's work. Really, Spice? I respect your opinion, honestly. His gameplay is outright awful. You know what it is? I think he cares too much what people think. Also, isn't it? I always find it kind of like... Okay, you want to know what I think a useless drill is, guys? And I'm going to be honest. For me, I think it's okay useful. But when everyone is saying, like, poker memorization is not that much, when you are starting into poker, like, especially these live cash rigs, and they say, I've been grinding, and they're just doing GTO Wizard Sims, bro, you are not getting better at the game. Like, you're just not getting better at the game. Like, you're just not. Pre-flop, sure, but even then, it's like, this guy's opening Jack 5. Like, who cares about your pre-flop sim now? Like, if you forced me to play 175 or check on all these boards, I would be good. I would win this. I would beat this game. Obviously. So who cares about the sim?
No, we don't have flags. I love this damn thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
He was dog shit. Really? He was that bad? Was he that bad? I want the best DFS picks for tomorrow. What's up, Matt? Bro, did you see Kelsey kill Worthy, bro? I turned the game off. I had to turn that shit off. I literally was so mad. I was so mad. My blood was boiling. Sorry, my chair is like fucking squeaking as fuck. Okay, chill, whatever, man. I'm allowed to be excited. Is that just El Riz? Like, I just got excited Matt Roberts was my chat, okay? And he was talking about DFS. I fucking like DFS. Also, everyone says I'm too quiet and I'm too loud. I can't win. I can't fucking win.
All hearts. Corey with the
Have I studied through it? No, I haven't. Like, you're talking about sim? No. Because I tried to set up the sim and I was kind of having difficulty with it. I'm definitely going to start running that sketchy. So, yeah, I just have to, like, actually set up the sim. And I'm playing 200 right now, but I definitely am curious to study it. So, no, I have not studied. I have not used the new three-way sim. I definitely need to. The issue is most of the times with my stick, when I'm currently not running flats. When I start running flats again, I would definitely be studying three-way. But right now, when there usually has a flat in the hand, it's with a recreational. So I haven't had the urge to actually run a sim yet. When I start playing higher again, I'll run. Do you play Club GAG at all? No, I don't. Fuck, I gotta keep the video going on. Good luck off the bed. Good luck, Matt. Go Colts. I studied a bunch. Oh, good for you. So this is the guy he's playing versus, and he just donks into him, right?
1,000 is the bet.
What are we saying? Either option's fine. I would say just probably call, right? Like, there's just no reason to raise. I think you just call once, and then if you bet small in turn, you just raise huge. But, like, low-key, guys, I'm just shook as fuck. If I'm playing versus Mr. John 3 coin, I don't think he's full of shit when he gets this board, so I'm just going to call.
The same amount.
But he might just raise because he feels like it like makes logical sense, but in practice. It's interesting, yeah, I'm sure it is.
There's the call.
Speech play.
3 of spades on the turn.
This is a really fucking sick hand. Oh, it's kind of a spoiler, though. He checks here. Okay, what are we reading? I do think it's like a weak hand. I think either... Like, here's the thing about poker. Either action here is fine. I don't think this is going to affect your win rate. Either is fine. Simply just due to the fact that, like... If you bet here, I do feel like you kind of have to bet river, and then I'm playing versus this guy who's so whaley that it's kind of awkward. Because if he calls a hand like fucking... He clearly has random shit, right? Like if he calls a hand like 10-7 or some bullshit, just kind of sucks. Obviously you have a 10, but like whatever. He clearly has something because he led the flop. Like this guy, like... It is a bit of a tell that he led flop, but like, I don't know, we could look into that. The thing is, you're not going to punt. Either option's fine, I think. So let's see what the fuck he does. Finds the check. Good job.
Heart on the diamond. Heart on the river.
Let me tell you something. Let me ask you.
Four-liner to the straight flush.
4-liner straight flush. Corey has the nut flush.
But in Hold'em, one card just plays.
What? The speech play is crazy. This speech play here is absurd. What? This guy's him.
Oh my god.
What? Three coin just ripped 85,000, Rick.
Okay, do people actually cook him for folding here? I'm folding here. What? I'm folding here. What? He jammed 8x pot, bro. And I have third nuts. I don't need to call. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like, people, dude, yeah, good job. You bluffed me for 8x pods. Until all of a sudden I have ace jack of heart with the heart, and then you just lose. So you're stacked. Thank you. I wouldn't even think. I would fold so fast that, like, it wouldn't even be that cringe. Because, okay, let's actually think about it. It's so much more cringe to call here and be wrong. Right? Come on, guys. It's not even close. His net worth's on the table. I'm never calling. Also, like, he has to go home with this guy in the game if he's wrong. That's also that's like an extra 20K mistake in itself.
Into a 10K pot.
There's more coming. Let me make sure.
Corey shows the ace of hearts.
What the
Get this man a barf bag. We might be here a while.
Live poker is so sick. Credits to this guy, yeah. Credits to this guy. I mean, it's like, it's kind of like troll though. It's like you could say speech play everything. It's like you got a guy to fall. Number versus 3 coin, I would call sketchy. I don't know. From my experience, you're definitely never flipping a coin, dude, versus this guy. Like, I'm not mixing versus this guy. Ever. But, like, I find this whole, like, mixing the river versus, like, a wreck, like, the dumbest shit ever. Like, that's my opinion. But, I'm just not calling third nuts. You have to watch this guy. Even the insane players, bro. Watch the rest, trust. Alright, yeah, let's keep going. Sorry, I should stop pausing the video. My logic is even insane players, like, they kind of, yeah, I saw it. It's such an easy fold. I feel like people just don't. It's third nuts. Cause why randomize? Like, there's no point in mixing calls versus him. It's just this like cowardly thing to like take the agency off your decision. But like, you don't need to be balanced here for the same reason you said it's versus a wreck. Because you shouldn't let a coin decide, Sketch.
He just played the largest pot of his life.
I gotta be serious about it.
And this is double what he just played.
Huge. Take your.
I feel like
I need like actually probably 10. I just need time.
run it in a sim. Why are you running? You just said it's versus 3 coin, and now you're saying run it in a sim. Also, like, the sim definitely folds.
He showed the table. He had the ace of hearts.
Ridiculous. Take as long as you want. Ridiculous hand. Seriously. Fuck. Yeah, right.
I mean, 3 coins obviously just clip forming here, but like, I would never call. I think you're trolling, bro. I'm gonna be real. There's no way anyone ever calls this hand. I would never call this one. I would have folded. I think it's cringe that he's tanking this long. I'm not even gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest, dude. He jammed 8x the pot.
He calls, 2 of he folds.
But why should you call sometimes in theory versus 3 coin? And also, no, you don't, because you literally have the nuts. He jammed 8x pot. You have, as long as you check jack on the turn, you have it.
It's like one of the house
To the straight flush.
lose. If I incorrectly fold this one, this is ridiculous. If I incorrectly.
I just think you're wrong, Sketch, with all due respect, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You don't need to randomize river calls versus 99 point.
Way. This 83, 84,
I get saying if you have a 6. Exactly. This guy could have a 6.
84.
You're trying to reason with the Club GG scammer noob, bro.
I mean, you're betting.
Bro, you don't randomize versus whales. Like, you need to be balanced? You're saying you need to be balanced. Like, your randomizing means that you need to call enough to be unexploitable. It's not so you can make the decision for you. That is the reason you randomize a river call. So you're saying he should randomize the river call in case 3 coin can't exploitably overget him off the third nuts versus an 8x pot jam. That's what you're telling me. When he has the nuts often. Anyway, I'm obviously like making the stream worse by talking to you.
Heads or tails?
I'm not saying you're a scammer. He said you're a scammer. I'm not gonna call you a scammer. Because I don't know you. Flipping a coin is just the dumbest shit ever. Doug Paul put that on. I really don't get like this. Like, no, this is great. Okay, you guys like my beef? This Doug Polk thing where you randomize the river versus the whale is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. If you're rolling river calls in general, you're just trolling. The only spot you should ever roll river call is when you're completely capped. Let's say you have overpair and your opponent has trips, right? Or it's like 8-6-4 and your opponent's ripping a set. If he jams, right, like he's going to jam bluffs and you never have the nuts. You're completely capped. There, in order to be unexploitable, I recommend you could roll river calls. Really. Not at your guys' stake, but in general. At my stake, I could roll river calls. I could call kings sometimes because my blockers never interact. That's the only time I'd roll. Because you roll to be unexploitable. It's not 0 EV, bro. You jammed 8x pot versus a whale. My experience versus whales, this is mine. I don't know this guy. He could be crazy. Usually, they bluff all the time. Usually, at least the online whales and in person. They bluff all the time, but so they use their image. They're crazy. Like, even Alan Keating. But the second they go very, very big, usually, they go very, very big. My chat's rolling. They go very, very big. It's because they're using their image to get paid. And this line screams that to me. He's jamming 8x pot to try and get paid from the ace of hearts. It just seems so obvious He obviously had a bluff, so good to him. I know deep down I have the jack of hearts here so often. I couldn't imagine him bluffing. So yeah.
If he can find the call,
For theatrics, it was great.
it's $179,000.
Bro, he has to theoretically call to be unexploitable here 13% of the time or something. Or less, right?
Good advice in this spot.
And you're saying he needs to call with the nuts that he's going to have half the time. Like, so often here, after he calls his flop lead. You think he needs to call it often. You're, like, out of your mind. Like, you're genuinely out of your mind, bro. It's time to go grind the challenge. These are just rage baiting you. I'm getting so rage bait, bro. Bro, streaming's gonna be hard. I'm just too easy to rage bait. He did start the video by coming in and saying chill, bro. So it probably was a big tell. He 8x gems straight. You don't think he's doing it with some other random hands? You're right, man. My bad.
You can almost hear Corey's heart.
Bro, you're right. Actually, you're right, Fel. I'm just the easy rage bait. But he's the only guy in my chat right now moving it. So, yeah, 100%. Most of them people randomize, they do it wrong, and use it to get out of jail free card and still making the right decision. Exactly, error. Like, when Doug Polk bought that whole thing, it's like, I'm going to show the rec how much I know about poker compared to him. Like, that one hand, it's like, it's so corny. Why are we rolling river?
It's like everything you're fucking saying makes me want to fold. I'm cool to lose it here.
The issue is Corey is like this is the issue with live. He can't think. I would have thrown them. They'd be in the muck. What? Like, it's like people are just too embarrassed to fold live. That's why everyone's such a fucking station. Because they're too afraid to get owned. But like, is this really an own? You jammed 8x pot. I had third nuts. Nice hand. Like, what? Go next. It's a 1-card third nuts too. It's not even like a third nuts. It's 1-card third nuts. Even Linus would snap call. Okay, man. If you know how Linus would play, just go play him yourself. Did you see Doug? I did a little, I think.
It's 85K into a 10K.
You trying to break bro him? Dude, he can MDF with the nuts here, I'm pretty sure. Just judging by his range. He has ace ten. Whatever, I'm over you, bro. He could MDF hit the spot with the nuts, I think. I would call dead flip a coin. Okay, bro. You clearly got online poker live poker figured out, bro. Just flip your coin in front of the whale. Why would you never pure so fucking retarded. Sorry, Shin. He takes like 20 minutes for this decision to not make a decision. How are you gonna only call second nuts?
I mean, I didn't really make this clear before the game, but I am sitting with my whole net worth right now, technically speaking.
If you're sitting with your whole net worth, this is the easiest fold I've ever seen in my life. Do you guys know like the ICM logic behind calling here? Like, what are we talking about? The ICM logic behind calling is he's busto and has to go play 1-2, and if he's right, he doubles it. Like, what are we talking about? And the guy jammed 8x pots. It just seems like such a. Why are we even watching this video? But honestly, people disagree with me. Apparently, you should mix here, so 3-coin doesn't exploit you guys.
Which I didn't announce to the table for
On the 4 flush run out.
That's a little bit more interesting.
Why do you need to call sometimes, Sketchy? Because you're gonna play the spot again versus this guy. He's gonna exploit you next time. Why are you trying to throw theory out the window? I don't think you know how theory works, bro.
Yeah, I don't really know.
This guy has Jack 5 suited pre, and you're applying this as a 0 EV decision.
I mean, it's obviously irresponsible to do what I'm doing. Wow, holy fuck. I really don't know what to do.
We could run it twice? What does that mean? This guy's just like absolutely trolling him so hard, dude. I actually love this shit. I love the rage bait too. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. Am I getting rage baited too fucking hard here? Is it cringing you guys out? If he's over bluffing, you win infinite. So just call. Why roll? Just call. Just call then. Why flip the coin? Just call.
It's so easy looking at the cards, but to be in Corey's shoes right now.
Jack of hearts, 6 of hearts.
Wait, but just call then. Why would you flip the coin? So then don't flip the coin, just call.
Back to the 1-2 streets.
With one hell of a story.
Can you beat a straight?
Because, bro, he's still going to have value. So, wait, you're saying when you're wrong, he's going to lose love? But what if it's a 50-50 decision?
60 seconds.
Dude, you realize it's 0 EV either way. You don't win more if you flip a coin. You don't win more because you flip a coin. That doesn't make sense, dude. You do it so if you play the spot multiple times. Ugh, whatever, man. You just don't know what you're talking about. Because you don't know for sure, do you? But then the point is, bro, if you're applying a 0 EV, then it doesn't matter if you flip a coin or not. I mean, I'm getting rage baited. I can't read this anymore. I actually can't. There's no way you're being serious. I actually, if you're being serious, bro, like, I'm sorry, bro. You need to learn more about the game. I actually don't know what else to tell you. Oh my god, I can't escape him, dude. Dude, if, I feel like I'm getting rage baited. I'm definitely getting rage baited. Fuck, aren't I? Chad, am I getting rage baited or not? What, do you think, is he serious or not? If he's serious or not, I'll keep talking to him. If you're saying he's for sure rage baiting, I'll stop talking to him.
If you're cool with this, I've made my decision. I would like to.
It's up to the rest of the chat. If you guys are getting irritated or not.
This is binding. I'd like
Because I'm like 90% sure he's trolling.
pull the ace.
Because there's just no fucking way.
Call. If I pull the 10 of diamonds, I fold. Are you okay with that? You want to pick my card? Can you show me? It's binding. It's binding. He's locked in. I'm locked in.
Oh, this is funny.
Whatever you want to do.
No, it's binding. If I pull the ace of hearts, I call. If I pull the 10 of diamonds, I
We're
fold.
randomized.
Show me what you have for.
This guy's shook right here. He does not want to. He's like, no, I don't want to do this. Holy fuck, this guy's actually going to call this? Is he psychotic? His reaction is so obvious. He's so nervous. It's honestly, that might be a bit of a tell. His reaction is horrible. He's like, I thought this kid was going to fold and I was going to show the bluff. I think he's serious, but don't engage anymore. I'm 10-20 online pro. Okay, I mean, maybe you're really good at the game, bro, but you don't know how rolling a coin works. It's W Rage Bait for sure. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay. 3Coin does not want to show his cards.
What's his name? Oh, is this the Club G? Don't these guys like not play for real money? I like try to sign up and it's like you have to like ask some guy to like put money in the account for you. I think it's like they don't even play for real money on Club GG. I don't know. Am I trolling? I'm kind of like calling shots, but like I feel like it's kind of sus to me. Anyway, I kind of ruined the video. We'll go back. Dude, you. Yeah, exactly. They're not. They're. Yeah. He obviously folds. Anyway, I'll probably start playing a sec here. Obviously, this guy's like, bro, I'm getting sexually rage baited. I start thinking about it. Dude's a maniac, and like you said earlier, who would you rather pay off? Dude, he's jamming 8x pot, bro. I'm not calling. It's simple. I think you guys are just too focused on if you're good or you're not good. You guys view bluffing like it's a 50-50 coin flip sometimes. He has to jam 8x pot here, bro. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, guys, okay, you know what? I will admit, I don't know who this guy is. I'm going with the information that he's a typical maniac, judging by the way he works. Let's say I knew he was flatting hands like Jack 5 suited pre. If I went in with this amount of knowledge, I would fold. If I've seen this guy do this 100 fucking times, maybe I'd consider calling. You know, I don't know him, okay? I haven't seen him. So I'll be honest there. But versus any whale in Ontario, I pretty much fold. Yeah, I know, man, but like, I don't know what you're talking about. I felt like there was a bit of tell. I kind of saw someone in Club GG, and the guy, I went in his chat, and he was like, "Damn, bro, you play 2K?" And then he looked back on his monitor, and was like, "Oh, I guess I play 2K." It was like so obvious that he was like initially shocked when he saw my channel. So to me, it was an extreme tell in the moment that there was something up and sus. And then I tried to play on the account. I did it, and I couldn't get money on the account. So yeah, I'm kind of instantly sussed up by you guys. I'm gonna be honest, and also like most of these content creators are extremely bad at the game. I'll lean towards and given that you don't know the most obvious thing in poker, which is if your line is 0 EV and you mix between either action, neither action will make more money, and you think for some reason if you do it 50% of the time, you're gonna make more money, shows that you have like insane flawed thought process in your game. Because yeah, so it's just a big tell. Because if you called 100% of the time, you folded 100% of the time, or you called 50, you're going to make the same amount of money because it's all 0 EV. So you clearly, like, I actually don't understand, like, how you could think that if you're being serious. I don't think you are, though. But anyway, I'm going to end stream, put on 40 mid delay, and I'm going to play. I'm not going to get rage bait with this guy anymore because for some reason he thinks if you call something half the time. I think he's trolling, so I don't know. But Given that he actually has an account, it makes me feel like he's being serious, which is quite cringe. Because he thinks like, you think if you call something half the time, it makes more money, and you fold it half the time. Then if you, I don't know. You don't win more money. It can all be 0 EV, bro. That you're actually just wrong. You have no clue what you're talking about. You have no clue. And then the fact that you said Linus is just hilarious.
Corey wants to see 3Coin's cards. He's already locked in his decision.
My choice is made. There are 2 cards here, and one is switching them up.
Bro, this is quite cringe. If I was the, by the way, I hate this whole shit. What they're doing to this guy is the cringiest shit I've ever seen in my life. Just call it fold. I think this shit is so cringe that they're trying to like, okay, I get they're trying to make content, but like, what if, imagine this happened to me live. I would be like, feel like I'm getting angle shots so hard. Like, bro, just call it fold. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, I'm picking the cards here, bro. So can you show me your cards? And then my decision's already locked in. I don't know. To me, it's just fucking like, just call it fold, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Like, it's like, come on, man. Maybe he likes it though. I don't know. But to me, it's just like, what? If I was playing in a game like this and I was like a rec player like this guy is, I'd think I'm getting scammed. Like, if I lost, like, I think he loses the hand. He clearly folds. I would feel so disgusted. I would feel like the guy knew the auction. I'd be so sus. Like, what if the guy knows it's an ace or a 10, right deep down? I show my cards, right? Let's say hypothetically I show Jack 5. The guy knows it's ace or a 10, and he flips the ace. Oh, a call. What the fuck? I'd be so pissed. They're friends off stream? Yeah. It is hella cringe. He's trying to be like cool. It's clown. Yeah, it's so cringe. Just call her full, bro. What the fuck are we doing? Like it'd be so cringe. It's so cringe. To a rec too? It's so cringe. It's so cringe. Like, just play. I'm so sick of all this like antics. Just play poker. What the fuck are we doing? My decision's already logged. Bro said I'm only calling with straight flush. Can you just shut up, dude? It doesn't have to do with this hand. I mean, clearly, you just don't know what you're talking about. You've never heard of concept before. Benna, okay, whatever, man. Benna, I'm getting rage, bro. Benna, if you scroll up in the chat, I'm getting rage baited so hard right now. You will not believe how hard I'm getting rage baited by this guy. It's crazy. I have a question, Benna. Are you calling here? Are you calling this river versus 8x pot? I said I'd fold, but like, I don't know. I'm getting so rage baited. Like, if you scroll up, bro, it's unreal. If you go back in the broadcast, how hard I'm getting rage baited by this guy. Yeah, okay. Obviously, I'm getting rage baited, Benna. Like, do you see this shit? Yeah. Basically, you're saying, like, if your opponent's, like, a walking donator, like, okay, maybe it's a call, but, like, usually... Okay, Benna, do you agree with me? I find whales who, like, play really splashy a lot, and, like, bet pot, they have a little bit of a tell when they size up really big, that, like, they kind of feel like they can get paid. And that's what this screams to me. Obviously, in hindsight, he had the bluff, but I would just fold this. I'm just being honest. I would never judge someone for folding here. I would never judge them. This is why we online brokies up. Maybe true, man. But to be honest, bro, like, I have the jack so often here. It's not like I have to be, like, that sad about it. Like, I don't know. I just couldn't, like, he led flop and then, like, got there. It's just such a random hand, though. To be honest, you might be right, bro. I do see some crazy live hands, and I don't have that gene in me. But this one, I don't think I would. High IQ take equals rage bait, bro. Okay, Benna, what do you think of making the decision here? Because I'll get you in on the rage bait of making the decision by flipping a coin. And if so, do you think that decision makes more money? When he would overbluff by so much, he would exploit you so hard. Yeah, man. Anyway, I'm gonna start playing in a sec here, guys. But Benna joined the stream, so kind of had to get him in on the rage bait. But my chat's gonna float. This is the most I've ever seen my chat active. So maybe the rage bait's pretty fucking lit for the chat. According to himself, he's a legend. I mean, obviously he's like kind of like compensating it. Like he clearly knows he's not that good at the game. No, I know why Doug is doing it, and I get why you could justify you're doing it because it does get clips. I just don't like it. Anyone saying that he's over bluffing is the classic. See what they got, so make for. Ben, it's not that. It's not as bad as you think. It's worse, dude. He is saying that it would make more money to mix. I'm not kidding. Your brain might not be able to comprehend. He's saying it makes more money to mix flipping a coin because if he's over bluffing, then you'll make more money when you call, and if he's under bluffing, you're still folding. He's saying it would make more money by just randomizing the action on the river. He thinks that. He says because the closer you play to theory, I'm getting rage baited. I'm just getting rage baited. He's saying I'm a real pro. But anyway. That was the rage bait. It was getting me really good. Like he's saying I play 10-20. Honestly, I'm starting to like him now. I'm starting to fucking like him now. It's definitely a rage bait though. That's brain dead. Yeah, it worked on me, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It got me pretty fucking heated. It's still getting me heated, to be honest. He's that okay. Bro, honestly, this guy's quite funny. Maybe. I don't know. There's just no way he's serious. The thing is, he has a YouTube channel, Benna. So, like he has like a YouTube channel. He's like one of the like GG like hustler guys. So like he's not like some random troll. That's why it's like quite confusing to me. You would like to believe he's trolling, but he unironically. I know for a fact they're playing with fake money. Like I'm so certain. Because like the when I was in the Jake the Pro. I'm not trying to like even start drama, but like Loki, I guess I will. I was in this guy's chat a while ago, and his reaction to finding out I played 2K on GG was like no player who plays 2K would ever react to that. It was insane. He was like, "Oh shit, you play 2K?" And then he looked back on the screen. He's like, "Oh, I guess I'm playing that." Like it was so weird, bro. It was so obvious. But anyway. I do believe it's fake money. And then when I tried to like join because I was like the game is soft, it literally said like you have to request chips from someone. So someone else is giving them money. It's just yeah, to me it seemed yeah. It's not fake, bro. How slow are you? I mean, you don't play on like a real site, no? It's not fake money. All right, man. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like someone might be giving them the money though, or something. Like it's not their money they're playing with. Yeah, you play through Epoxy, exactly. It's not. I don't think it's play money, but I think it's kind of like a. Bro, you're rich as fuck. I mean, go take that money and play Linus Heads Up. Bro, why would you ever run a hand on with a solver? Like, I mean, it's only like people who think that you would ever use a solver to play a hand. I'm subbing to sketch. Yeah, man. Yeah, I think they like fund the whales in the game and then the whales recruit. I think that's like how it works. I don't know. I'm not gonna assume how it works. This is like above my pay ground. And to be honest, I don't really know what I'm talking about. But I don't think it takes a genius to know the whole thing smells kind of funny. It's a funded trading type. Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on, guys. You see the tables. Like, what are we talking about? Let's follow his journey. Brother, I don't care. I didn't said you're bad at poker. I said you have no clue what you're talking about. You see, like that's the issue. Not like you other fake pros. What does that even mean? Where could I have got my money, bro? I'm talking to Sketchy, bro. Yeah, I hope you guys can see the message on screen. I probably should stop talking to him, though. It's just a waste of time at this point. That's just insane. I mean, bro, I'll literally have one day, bro, when I get this thing, I will play you at any stake you want. Okay? Can we have a deal? Do you agree? When I get the bankroll, I'll play you any stake you want. I'm sure you won't play me. Do we have a deal? Anything. You can mix all the river calls you want, bro. I promise. We can't see the YouTube message on Twitch. Does it not show up here in the chat thing? Oh, no, I don't have a chat box. Dude, Loki, Benna, he's actually... Internet beef 6 days in. I'm fucking beefing with everyone. I'll say it like it is, bro. This guy has no clue what he's talking about. Maybe he's angling, bro. Maybe he's actually like... This would be like a trillion IQ. If he's like rage baiting and he's like, yeah, let's play on coin poker. All right, we will. Little bro. Three-handed me, you, and Benna. I mean, I'm so down to play you heads up on coin poker. I don't see the point of adding Benna. I'm almost the greatest in the world. Bro, you're nice with it. Oh, Benna's in. Okay, let's schedule it, guys. Let's make a YouTube video. Us three. Let's go. Are we down? I'm sure Benna's down. The issue is I'm doing the BRM, though. So, I don't know. I don't play heads up. Do you play on coin? Do you play 10-20 on coin? Honestly, if you're beating 10-20 on coin, bro, good for you. You're the best in the world. You don't play heads up. Okay. I mean, okay, honestly, I'll take it all back. I literally will not play you if you're greatest in the world but won't play heads up. His backers are fuming. How have I been dragged in this? Benna, he wants you bad. No, but I could. Club GG games are better. All right. Well, I would never say I could beat a game without playing it first. But I guess you're just built different than me. I am rare drama. So we actually gonna run this? Oh, you're obviously not gonna show up. I'll ditch the bankroll challenge next week. I'm so fucking down. Next week, let's go. Any stake you name. I'll even play fucking 5K, dude. I'll literally play versus you at 5K. Me, you, Benna. I don't care. I'll play you at any stake. I mean, I'm sure you're not gonna show up though. I'll do it on stream too. I'm deadass. I'll do it on stream. But I don't really get why I gotta play with Benna there. Like, what the fuck? This is obviously not happening. Like, what the fuck? I'm gonna battle you three-handed. Like, what the fuck? Who says that shit? This guy's so troll, man. I will show up, little bro. I'm rich. Okay, name the date. Maybe bro, the thing is, we don't even have beef. This guy came in starting beef, and he's obviously not gonna show up. I'll show up for the Club GG gang. All right, let's do it. But like, what the fuck? You want to battle me three-handed? This is so stupid. Like, all the hands are just gonna be me versus Benna. And I don't even know if Benna's gonna show up. He's got shit to do. How Linus is better? That's what I'm thinking, bro. How he gets acted these days. This is why I don't watch poker bait content. Yeah. This is obviously just like ridiculously stupid, dude. Yeah, Error, you're right. I just got rage baited the fuck out of. It's just advertising. You're right, man. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end stream and just go play. This guy's obviously like, that's gonna happen if anything. He's just advertising. And also, like, even if I play versus him, I'm just advertising his, like, scam that he's got going on anyway, right? Him and his friend. Okay, anyway, guys, let's just run the challenge on YouTube, and I'll just stop responding. I'll probably just, like, ban him out the chat. Because there's just, like, no point. You guys are right. Like, I'm kind of embarrassed. Like, I shouldn't be responding this much to this. I hope some of you were entertained. But you're right. I actually just got rage baited the fuck out of. Be so serious. Ask him to join the Discord and discuss. Yeah, I don't even want to do that, bro. I don't even care, because I don't even care about this guy. Okay, bro, I'll literally deadass play. I'll literally... The thing is, he has a YouTube channel. It's not even a scam. I mean, like, I don't think I would be allowed to play on there. I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys. By the way, code Benna for coin. I'm already on coin Benna, unfortunately. Just saying. I'm definitely gonna have to run Wizard Ferret play checks when I play versus this guy, guys. What do you think? Yeah, it's sketchy. I'm not gonna accuse you of a scammer, though. I'll be honest. I don't know anything about that shit. No, he's not. David, you're joking. Obviously, you're just joking. Is he talking to shorts? Yo, I'm gonna watch you on stream. I'm gonna give you a shout out, I guess. Are you talking?
Most insane bluffs you've ever seen. Then we get raised to 700 by the button who cold called the 3-bet. Obviously, we're just gonna be going all in here. We shove for $1,000 and he makes the call with Jack 10 for Jack high. We run it out in the...
That's a good call by your opponent. Anyway, I don't know what's going on here. I don't think you're actually gonna play. Get grinding the challenge. Alright, I'm in stream, guys. 4-minute delay. I'll be right back. I gotta close my shit. See ya. Peace, peace. Sorry. I'm not used to this streaming thing, bro. I'm not used to people coming to my chat and just yapping their ass off. I'm too like genuine of a guy for this like retard online rage baiting shit. Like I don't know. To me, it's just so like